Yeah, man. I also wanted to address that there's some rumblings that Top Rank and PBC may be working together in the future. And I don't know the full details. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you guys. I'm not going to tell you I spoke to Bob Arum or Carl Moretti or anybody in Top Rank or PBC. This is just rumors flying around. So before I say anything further than that, I just want to clarify that. Yeah, no, if that does happen, Top Rank and PBC, merge to some degree or work together or work in the same network or do something along that line, I think that could be a game changer for not only boxing, but Dominican boxing specifically. And I'll get into why Dominican boxing specifically. But first, I want to address if they get Top Rank and PBC to fuse, that's already like us versus them. Now we're just working with two worlds. We're working with Dana White, Turkey Al-Sheikh. I don't, although he's working with Dana White, it didn't seem like he was ending his relationship with Eddie Hearn and Golden Boy and all those people. I don't think so. So it looks like those people are going to be on that side. And on this side, PBC and Top Rank are going to be together. I love that idea. And I love it particularly for, potential fights that could be made. Listen, they already have a 3-belt unification match that could happen that makes sense for both sides in Adames versus Janibek. That's already a fight right there in the middleweight division that people want to see. Regardless if you're Dominican or Kazakhstani, you want undisputed, you want to unify, you want to know who's the best. I think that's 1 and 2. Yes, some people say weak division, but it'll clarify as to who's the best in that division. And I like that. And also, think about all the Dominicans these people just signed in Top Rank. They got Rohan. They got, Yan Santana, Eldy Cedeno, Elvis Rodriguez. You now can possibly put an all Dominican card by adding Puello and Adames, who are currently world champions. Yo, that's insane. That's insane. And that's something I definitely want to see. Hold on. Let me read a super chat right here by my man, Juan de lo Mio, who says, Puello fights are back and forth, rumbling and exciting. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. I totally agree with that. And that's why I brought that up. That he has a bad reputation. Like, oh, man, he boring. He boring. I'm like, boring where? Like, when was he boring? Point me to the fight where you was like, damn, man, that was a snooze fest. I don't know no Dominican fighter that fights like that. I know Edwin had his one fight that was really boring with Shakur Stevenson. But other than that, I can't think of a Dominican being in a boring fight. I really can't. I think Dominicans might have the most exciting style in boxing. And I'm just saying that just by like, how many times have you Dominicans been involved in a stinker? Yes, Shakur de los Santos, but after that, I can't even think of that. Not even Joanne, who was defensive, was boring. Because he fuck around and mix it up with you, and he don't give a fuck. And you think you training with him, but you landed 1 and he landed 8. So since back then we've always been exciting for sure. But circling back to Top Rank and PBC, man, them being together is great for boxing. Unfortunately, I think it's probably if they do fuse together or merge or whatever you want to call it, I think it'll be on Amazon Prime, not ESPN. I would love ESPN to stay in the boxing business. I would love for PBC to come to ESPN. So now it's PBC and Top Rank on ESPN. I would love that. But I think what's going to happen, Top Rank going to go to Amazon Prime, and Dana White and Turkey Al-Sheikh are going to be in are going to be in ESPN. Yes. So that's how I think it plays out. But, man, I would love an Adames Janibek and, or even a Lara Janibek. I don't know, man. Lara has his belt, but he has no fights. And him and Adames said they won't fight each other because they have the same trainers, same manager, and same, they're both friends. I'm sorry. Yeah, so that's a fight that can't happen. I'm curious as to see what he does with his belt. But yeah, man, this is a good thing if that were to happen, if PBC and Top Rank were to work together.